What are these lipids? Lipids proper definition is lipids are organic compounds that contain hydrogen, carbon, oxygen atoms which form the framework of structure and function of living cells. What are these lipids? These organic compounds are non-polar molecules which are soluble only in non-polar solvents and insoluble in water. Because water is a polar molecule in the human body, these molecules can be synthesized in liver and are found in oil, butter, whole milk, cheese, fried foods, and also in some red meats. Let us have a detailed look at the lipid structure, properties, types, and classification of the lipids. This is the lipid is bipolar layer, polar heads on the top and the bottom, hydrophilic, and the non-polar hydrophobic tails inside between the two hydrophilic layers. Properties of lipids. Lipids are a family of organic compounds composed of fats and oils. These molecules yield high energy and are responsible for different functions within the human body. Listed below are some important characteristics of lipids. Lipids are oily or greasy, non-polar molecules stored in the adipose tissue of the body. Lipids are a heterogeneous group of compounds mainly composed of hydrocarbon chains. Lipids are energy-rich organic molecules which provide energy for different life processes. Lipids are a class of compounds characterized by their solubility in non-polar solvents and insolubility in water. Lipids are significant in biological systems as they form a mechanical barrier dividing a cell from the external environment known as the cell membrane. What is the lipid structure? Lipids are the polymers of fatty acids that contain a long non-polar hydrocarbon chain with a small polar region containing oxygen. The lipid structure is explained in the diagram below. Saturated and unsaturated fatty acids. Classification of the lipids. Lipids can be classified into two main classes: non-saponifiable lipids and saponifiable lipids. Non-saponifiable lipids. A non-saponifiable lipid cannot be disintegrated into smaller molecules through hydrolysis. Non-saponifiable lipids include cholesterol, prostaglandins, etc. Saponifiable lipids are comprises one or more ester groups, enabling it to undergo hydrolysis in the presence of a base, acid, or enzymes including waxes, triglycerides, sphingolipids, and phospholipids. Further, these categories can be divided into polar and non-polar lipids. Non-polar lipids, namely triglycerides, are utilized as fuel and to store energy. Polar lipids that could form a barrier with an external water environment are utilized in membranes. Polar lipids comprise sphingolipids and glycophospholipids. Fatty acids are pivotal components of all these lipids. Types of lipids. Within these two major classes of lipids, there are numerous specific types of lipids important to live, including fatty acids, triglycerides, glycophospholipids, sphingolipids, steroids. These are broadly classified as simple lipids and complex lipids. Simple lipids include fats and waxes. Fats are the esters of fatty acids with glycerol. Oils are fats in the liquid state. Waxes, esters of fatty acids with higher molecular weight, monohydric alcohols. Complex lipids, esters of fatty acids containing groups in addition to alcohol and a fatty acid. Phospholipids. These are the lipids containing, in addition to fatty acids and alcohol, as phosphoric acid residue. They frequently have nitrogen containing bases and other substituents. For example, in glycophospholipids, the alcohol is glycerol, and in sphingolipids, the alcohol is sphingosine. Glycolipids. Lipids containing a fatty acid, sphingosine, and carbohydrate. Other complex lipids such as sulfolipids and aminolipids, lipoproteins may also be placed in this category. Precursor and derived lipids. These include fatty acids, glycerols, steroids, other alcohols, fatty aldehydes, and ketone bodies. Hydrocarbons, lipid-soluble vitamins and hormones because they are uncharged. Acyl glycerols, cholesterols, and cholesterol esters are termed neutral lipids. These compounds are produced by the hydrolysis of simple and complex lipids. Some of the different types of lipids are described below in details. Fatty acids. Fatty acids are carboxylic acids, usually with long aliphatic tails and either unsaturated or saturated. Saturated and unsaturated fatty acids. Saturated fatty acids, the lack of carbon-carbon double bond, and unsaturated fatty acid is indicated when a fatty acid has more than one double bond. Role of fats. Fats play several major roles in the body. Some of the important roles include fats in the correct amounts are necessary for the proper functioning of a body. Many fat-soluble vitamins need to be associated with fats in order to be effectively absorbed by the body. They also provide insulation to the body. They are an efficient way to store energy for longer periods. Waxes are esters formed from long-chain alcohols and long-chain carboxylic acids. Waxes are found almost everywhere. The fruits and leaves of many plants possess waxy coatings that can safeguard them from small predators and dehydration. Fur of a few animals and the feathers of birds possess the same coatings, serving as water repellents. Carnauba wax is known for its water resistance and toughness. Phospholipids members are primarily composed of phospholipids that are phosphoacylglycerols. Triglycerols and phosphoacylglycerols are the same, but the terminal OH group of the phosphoacylglycerol is esterified with phosphoric acid in place of fatty acid, which results in the formation of phosphatidic acid.